Hi, this is a video about Python regular expressions. It's my second video about regular expressions. They're a pretty complex topic. So if I've got the string y and I want to pull out just the airport identifiers, I can see three airport identifiers that have 4 capital letters in. So what command could I use to pull out those identifiers? Well, we talked about importing the regular expression module and using regular expression find all to try to pull out certain patterns from a string. So one thing we might try first is we might remember that there's a special sequence of characters /w that corresponds to alphanumeric characters. So my first attempt might be to say, well, there's one or more alphanumeric characters, but in all these identifier cases, they are exactly 4 characters. Those are airport identifiers, and I want to pull those out of the string y. So I might attempt that, and I do get the airport identifiers, but then I also get some things that aren't airport identifiers. So instead of using \w to say that I want an alphanumeric character, I really just want to pull out the capital letters. So I could alter this pattern, this regular expression, and say instead of \w, I want to try putting the letters I'm interested in square brackets. So with the square brackets, we can either list every single possible letter that we're interested in, or we can put a dash in between. That's a special character, and it'll say anything between capital A and capital Z, and we want exactly 4 of them in a row, or that's not a match, and then they're all from this string y. So we try that, and bingo, we've got the 4 airport identifiers. Okay, let's try another example. Let's say we want to pull out phone numbers from a string. So let me come up with a string that is a list of numbers, and it has some phone numbers in it and some not phone numbers. So I'll copy and paste. So some of these look like they could be phone numbers, some just are not going to be phone numbers. So I'm going to try from the regular expression module, find all again. And there's a couple different ways I can do this. We saw that we could use the square brackets to say I want things between 0 and 9. And in this case, the way these phone numbers are structured is we see 3 numbers followed by a dash, and then we see 4 numbers after the dash. So this regular expression, and we want to look in that phone list, and bingo, we pull out the 2 things that could be phone numbers. And we also learned there's more than one way to create a regular expression. We learned that \d does the same thing as 0 through 9. It looks for a digit. So we could make the expression a little bit shorter and still give us the same result by switching those to /ds. So far so good. What else could we do with regular expressions? Well, after find all, you might want to pull back just a subset of what you're matching. So let me show you an example. So let's say I've got this variable x, and x has a bunch of names, and I want to pull out just the names I'm interested in. I will do find all again. Oops, and I need to spell it right. And I'm going to pull out, well, I'm looking for the word name, and then the names are they're alphabet characters. If I use \w, then it's going to be alphanumeric. So let's say we want either lowercase letters or uppercase letters, because the first name is capitalized at the beginning, and then we have some lowercase letters. So we want 1 or more of those, and that's our regular expression, and we're looking in the variable x. So we get 3 results. There are 3 names, but let's say that I don't want this name : at the very beginning here. I just want the actual name. Well, we can use another special character, another meta character, to say this is the part I actually want to capture, and we'll use parentheses for that. And we're going to say I want to capture or return just the part that is after the colon. So if I do that, it pulls back just Bill, Sue, and Kim. So with these regular expressions, I'm using really simple examples where we just create strings here, but in the real life, you're going to use them in applications where you have file I/O. Maybe you're reading in thousands of lines from a file and you want to pull out just the phone numbers or the email addresses or the names. Or it could be you're doing web scraping and you're pulling off of the web pages different things like email addresses or something. So I'm trying to use really simple examples, but these regular expressions are very powerful and they can help you do some data mining on some really big files.